The topic is grouping. That is, the topic is grouping. This time, Winter Wind Etude, example 3-6 in the book, chapter 3. And the principle here is we group in order to avoid stretching. If you look at the example, this one is on page 21, the score looks like this. Not that anybody in their right mind would do that, but that's kind of what it looks like. That's awful. So I'm going to group the notes in groups of 4 like we did. We're not going to follow the metric pulse. We're going to group them in the group of 6 on each main beat in the measure, but we're instead going to change the grouping to groups of 4. And again, it's the same principle. We're going to use the last note of one group to send us to the next starting note. So look, I'm not keeping my thumb down to where it just played. It's throwing me to the next starting note. Etc. I think I got the camera on all of those notes. I'll do it one more time. Thumb to the next starting note. Now, there's something else I should mention here. Notice that we have one black key, so I feel a little bit, I have to be a little bit in to play the thumb on the black key, right? This would be out, and this is in. So I'm a little bit in, but the next key is a white key, so I'm going to feel a little bit almost as if I'm describing an angle this way, a very narrow angle. I don't like doing this. If your hand is large enough, that might feel okay, but for most hands, this is precarious. There's always the fear that there will be a crash into these mountaintops. So I plan to land here. Then the next one, interestingly enough, is from white to white, so that's just a lateral movement, and that can be out. Remember, the rule of physics is that we have the most control of the levers the farthest we are from the fulcrum. So, last note to first note. Last note to first note, lateral. And again, it's like the first one. I hope I got all of that in the camera. Grouping to avoid stretching.